home to the Brickyard. We're here in Indianapolis, Indiana for some SFL Saturday evening action between the Tulsa Desperados and the Indianapolis Ramblers. All eyes are here in Indy tonight, folks. Tulsa and Indianapolis both looked dead to rights earlier this season, but now are hotly on the heels of the Central Division lead. Good evening, everyone. I'm Jack Brown. Alongside me here tonight is Cameron Duty, Damon Simeon, and Stephen Hacker in the Stats truck. Cameron, this game is going to be a hot one for a potential spot in the lead of the Central.
That's right, Jack. It's good to be with you, my friend. So excited to be back playing a little bit of divisional football today. And these two teams, like you said, maybe started off a little bit rocky, but they've really turned it on the last couple of weeks, including some high-flying offense by Tulsa. Indianapolis just doing their thing, grounding and pounding, but they are all within just a fraction of the top spot in that division. Of course, you got Minnesota playing as well, so we've got a lot to pay attention to tonight. Playoff implications already at hand. We'll talk about the keys to the game as we go on. It's just good to be with you today, my friend.
Yes, sir. Both these teams having two tabs open tonight. If they win here and Minnesota loses in Fort Worth, they take the lead. Indianapolis set to receive the opening kickoff in their all-red Yard of Bricks uniforms. Meanwhile, Tulsa in their white and teal drip. We're underway from Circle City. Ball taken at the goal line, up past the 10, 15, 20, the 25, to the 30. Oh, he makes a man miss. He's out in the open, up to the 44-yard line. Jay Viper with a nice little hiss to start the game.
Absolutely. Talk about tempo. You want us to come out and really make a name for yourself and set the tone. That's the way to do it right there. Look at this. Great job by Viper. Like you said, striking the competition early today.
Two teams that are looking to make big statements early. Tulsa started on defense last week, Cameron, and they got a pick six on their first drive. Open up the floodgates and what ended up being a 37-10 win against the Vegas Fury. Colin Pierce starts out under center for the Indianapolis Ramblers. Been here ever since the franchise's inception. Gonna hand it off to Christian Pierce. A bit of a family affair in the run game.
Exactly right. Nice job by the dynamic duo right there. We've called their name all year, and both of them effective at being big-time playmakers.
Yes, sir. 2nd and 5. Split back look for the Ramblers. They send the tight end Randy Pierce in a little bit of a motion. That's going to be a handoff once again to Christian Pierce, who's going to get the first down. They're already over the midfield stripe.
Yeah, they definitely are, and that's something, talking about points to this game. Tulsa, high-flying offense, they go through the air, they move the ball well when the passing game is effective. Indianapolis, a little more of a balanced attack. They like to run the football, and you see it right there with Christian Pierce. They can really get a lot done on the ground.
1st and 10 once more. The Ramblers haven't taken to the skies yet. They're going to do with that now. Colin Pierce over the middle. Huge grab. And that's going to be a first down. And a few yards on top of that to Ryan Roosevelt. Cameron, fun fact about a lot of the guys in this Indianapolis team, all of them pretty much live right with each other, right near each other. Colin Pierce, Ryan Roosevelt, halfback Christian Pierce, and defensive tackle Derek Jenko.
And, that's a really interesting point, and I'll tell you what I think that also helps with, just chemistry. I mean, there's a lot to be said being around your teammates and your playmakers, all week long talking great, game strategy, things like that. And what a nice job by Colin Pierce right there, just floating that one over two defenders to get it to Roosevelt.
1st and 10 once more. They're going to take to the skies again. Colin Pierce finds his man over the middle. That's going to be Jeff Banfield, his first catch of the game.
doing a good job early on getting multiple people involved in this attack here. We've already seen him spread it around to 2 different receivers and, of course, getting Colin Pierce involved. So a nice job of a bouncing pass and run here.
2nd down and 2. They're in the red zone for the first time today already. Handoff of the middle to Christian Pierce. He is, they're going to mark it as getting the first down. Not quite sure if he got it.
Yeah, that's going to be close. I'm like you on that, Jack. It seemed as if he may have been a little bit behind the line, but obviously the referees down on the field saw a little bit different than what we did there, so fresh set of downs.
1st and 10, ball is on the 16-yard line. They're going to hand off to Christian Pierce again. Christian Pierce wrapped up in the backfield. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide from Travis Arthur.
Yeah, that's free safety Travis Arthur coming up there and making really the first big defensive play of the day for Tulsa.
Tulsa finally slows down the Indy attack. Christian Pierce takes the outside. Oh, where are the Tulsa defenders? Well, one of them was on the ground, but he did end up making the tackle, making it a 3rd and 2 after the good run there from Christian Pierce.
Now, a good run, good play call, too, kicking it out to the right-hand side there on the field. And then there wasn't a lot of people over there to defend. If it hadn't been for Marco Swift bringing him down, he could have took it all the way to the end zone.
3rd and 2, handoff to Christian Pierce again. Christian Pierce, he's going to get the first down. And a yard or 2 on top of it. Unlike the last first down, though, I think there's no doubting that.
No doubt on that one at all, and he really had to work for it. Watch him kind of dodge through traffic, bob and weave. It's pretty fun to watch, honestly, just how well that Pierce is able to navigate around a busy line of scrimmage.
1st and goal, ball is on the 5. They're going to hand it off once again. This is going to be a gain of 2 at most. I think that was actually the fullback, Joel Harleman. Yeah, it was. Look at him.
Yeah, absolutely. Marco Swift coming in on that tackle. And I believe it was Mike Mello who maybe came up right there in the trenches to slow him down, kind of slow down Pierce just enough for Swift to come in and make the final stop, though.
2nd and goal. They're going to hand it off once again, and that's going to go nowhere fast for Christian Pierce. Tackle made by David Ware, who had a pretty big game last week, got a pick 6 and a whole lot more on top of it.
When you have a game like that, Jack, you just begin to feed off that. The momentum continues to build, and you carry it over into the next week a lot of times.
Tulsa's starting defense looking to keep their streak going. They did not let up a touchdown last week. Can they keep it going this week? Christian Pierce takes it. Oh, it's fumbled! And that's going to be a turnover, and it's still live. They're going the opposite way. To the 30, to the midfield stripe. They're going the other way. That is Travis Arthur. 30, 20, no one to beat him. Touchdown, Desperados. A 98-yard fumble return touchdown. And the boys from Oklahoma keeping the party going all Saturday long.
My goodness. Well, like you said, what a day for Oklahoma football, Jack. But again, Tulsa, a great job right there, a nice attack. You know, they did give up some big plays early on. They didn't give up, though. They came and they really started to lock down on that running game, as you can see the last couple of plays, really meeting them around the line of scrimmage. Great job knocking that ball loose. And then, of course, Travis Arthur looking like an Olympic sprinter there, taking it all the way back for 6. And talk about a complexion of a game changing. My goodness.
That was Philadelphia Collins who forced the fumble. Kick is up and good. And talk about a whole, yeah, you just said it. The whole complexion of the game just changed in that one play. Indy was driving. Indy was looking great. But all you need is one play in this game of football, and everything can feel different.
That's why they play the game.
That it is. Jay Viper looking to take it back down the other way. Jay Viper nearly broke that one off up to the 34-yard line.
I have to say, Viper looks as if he could be someone that They've really got to watch here, making sure that he doesn't take one back to the house. He's already been pretty elusive on kick returns, and you can see he's just a couple of tackles away from taking one all the way.
Not he was. First and 10 for the Ramblers. Gotta have a short memory about stuff like that. They're going to hand it off to Christian Pierce this time. Get the ball right back in his hands. Gets hit, does not fumble it.
You know, just, Jack, think about this. You're Indianapolis. You're moving the ball at ease. You're expecting to at least get a field goal out of it. You come away with nothing, and you're back to doing the same thing you were prior to that fumble, but you're already spotted a touchdown. It's insane.
Yeah. Gonna be a handoff once again to Christian Pierce. Pierce gets the first down.
I mean, working behind the 8 ball. Yeah. I mean, take a look at this again right here. And look here, the man of the hour, Travis Arthur, coming up to make the stop on that as well, Jack.
First and 10 once more. They're right back to where they started their original drive on their own 45-yard line. Pierce flings it over the middle. Can he get the one block? No, he cannot. Still a good catch, though. Not too bad.
Yeah, not too bad. A good job right there, reeling that one in by Roosevelt. And, you know, he's already came up a couple of times in this game as being a go-to target for Colin Pierce. And, you know, even though you're down by 7 points right now, no need to change your game plan. It was working really well, moving the ball very effectively, and again looking that same way on this drive.
First and 10, now within the 40 of Tulsa. Christian Pierce gets his name called, not going to go anywhere. Second down and 10.
There's Roberto there coming up on the stop. A really nice job of Tony Roberto, 6'3", 250 pounds, his first season with Tulsa, previously with London.
Pierce looking around, going to sling his guns, and the tight end goes the wrong way. They're going to mark him on forward progress as a 3rd and 2. Jeff Banfield, that was actually the receiver, not the tight end, getting a nice gain.
Yeah, he did. It's a good thing I got him forward progress there, tried to dance around and make something more out of it, but Tulsa swarmed him pretty good up on that reception.
3rd and short. Make it 4th and short. Not good enough for the first down. And now Indy with some decisions to make. This is right at that 4-down territory.
Yeah, it definitely is, and you can see they're going to actually opt to play it safe here. Yeah.
Whoa. Indy punts it away at the Tulsa 30-yard line, and it doesn't even get them anything. Only a net 15 yards. Wow.
Yeah, a really interesting decision there, an interesting play call, deciding to really not even attempt to go for it or even a field goal for that matter. I felt like that was 4-down territory, just like you, Jack. Apparently that defense has got them a little bit rattled. They didn't want to chance it.
Tulsa getting their ball for the first time today. Douglas Brown taking it and gains 5.
Yeah, I mean, we are already almost a quarter of the way in, and this is the first time we've been able to talk about the Tulsa offense, yet they're up by 7.
Crazy stuff happens in this league. 2nd and 5. JQ going to throw it for the first time today, and that's going to be flag on the play intended for DJ Hume, and that's going to be a defensive pass interference on the Ramblers.
Yeah, indeed. I had wondered if we might see that. It really looked like he got to the ball pretty quickly there, and that's on Tilly Mack Scarborough, I believe.
Yeah, just laid out the hit a little bit too late. The linebacker, more accustomed just to laying the hit. First and 10 again. They're going to hand off to Douglas Brown. He's going to gain nothing and lose nothing. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simulationfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career, or just meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It's never too late to get involved. Hand off to Douglas Brown on that play. It's going to be 3rd and 4 after a nice gain of 6.
Yeah, very much so, and you can see them trying to work that ground game in. You know, that's probably Tulsa's weak spot. They rank near the bottom when it comes to rushing, with just 89 rushing yards a game and only 3 rushing touchdowns this season.
3rd and 4. JQ throws it over the middle, nearly picked off. That could have been bad, as Ernest McCray Sr. with the nice play on the ball.
Absolutely, yeah. A nice job of McCray right there, stepping up to make a nice defensive play to force them to punt.
Punt is away. It'll be fair caught at the 31.
It was a really fast-moving first quarter, I must say, Jack. A lot of the reason being, of course, a lot of inbounds plays, a lot of ground attacks so far. You know, we've seen Colin Pierce have the ball numerous times already, and then there you've seen Tulsa trying to utilize their ground game as well. So really, both offenses still trying to kind of get things going. That defensive score is all we had thus far.
Yeah. Pierce throws over the middle. That's going to be a reception by Jeff Banfield. Going to get him a first down and a few yards on top.
Jeff Banfield doing a really nice job right now, Jack, of being able to get open. And really, honestly, he doesn't even have to be 100% wide open. He's just got strength. As you can see right there, he's a big guy. And really, that benefits 6'3", 220. A good target there. You don't really have to worry about throwing to him in covers, because a lot of times he can just go up there and grab that ball, kind of muscle his way out of there.
First and 10 once more. Indy's been having a solid job getting the ball moving, as they're going to hand off to Christian Pierce. Pierce gets 7 yards on the run.
Yeah, Pierce is going to be the workhorse in this game. You can pretty much tell they are really confident and really content with giving him the football right now. He's opening up a lot of good lanes, and let's just be 100% honest. We take a look at time of possession. This Tulsa defense has been out there pretty much this entire first quarter.
Yeah, they've been getting gassed. 2nd and 3, final play of the quarter. Gonna be a first down for Christian Pierce, not too much more on top of it. One down, 3 to go. The Indianapolis Ramblers trail the Tulsa Desperados 7-0 in what could be a fight for the top spot in the Central. You're watching the Simulation Football League on YouTube. Been a solid first quarter so far. The Indianapolis offense been out for the vast majority of it. But alas, on the scoreboard, it's 7-0 Tulsa off of a 98-yard fumble return for 6. Another handoff to Christian Pierce. Loses a single yard. Let's send it to the SFL headquarters, and we got an update from Fort Worth, Texas.
Thank you, Jack. This game had a fumble recovery, too. Johnny Reno is sandwiched in between two Fort Worth defensive linemen. That looked like it hurt. And Fort Worth has since put up 3 touchdowns on Minnesota, 21-0 in the second. Back to you.
Well, that's good news to hear out in Indianapolis for the Desperados sideline. As if the results hold, it will be Tulsa taking the lead of the Central, but it's still very early. Lots of football left to be played.
Lots of football to be played, Jack, but I tell you what, that is weighing in both of these teams' minds just at what's at stake here coming down this final stretch of the regular season. It's time to get out front and hopefully stay out that way.
Pierce dropping back deep, gonna throw it short in the pass deflection. Once again from Travis Hunter. Once again, or Travis Arthur, sorry. Looking like Travis Hunter out there, I must say.
Hey, have a day, Travis Arthur. So far, have a first quarter. I mean, really, he really owned that first quarter, did he not?
Yeah. And he's already going right back to it. 4th and 11, Indy out to punt. Going to be a high one. Taken past the 20. Up to the 26 by Gabriel Manning.
So still, after all that offensive production, moving the ball pretty well, Indianapolis still yet to get across the goal line there. And boy, I tell you what, they're really kicking themselves right now for that fumble because that was the closest they have been able to get since that.
1st down and 10 for the Desperados. Ball's at their own 26. Hand off to Douglas Brown. Douglas Brown sheds 1 tackler, can't shed 2. Only gains 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, Telly Mack Scarborough was in pursuit there. He was the first one to take a stab at him. And then later on, it was Melodious Manning who came up and was able to stop him.
2nd down and 8. JQ looking to throw, goes over the middle. That is, oh my goodness! He had his receiver. He had Marquise Sango wide open.
He did. I mean, he had him. It was a great read by JQ right there. Just Sango not able to reel that one in. And boy, I tell you what, in a game and in a division as hotly contested as this, you can't afford to drop those.
3rd and 8 for Tulsa. JQ looking around. He's going to chuck it deep. And oh my God, that's caught! Oh my goodness, Gabriel Manning! They called him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Hall of Famer. They called him just a return specialist. And now he's come out after being put into the Hall of Fame. It's like, hey, guess what? I'm going to prove all of you wrong. I can also catch the football.
He literally faked out Blake Prine and Mike Ryan there. If you noticed the way he went up for that, kind of had a little stutter step, and then he just positions himself right in front of them. That was a great job by Manning.
Hand off to Douglas Brown again to the outside. Douglas Brown gains 7 on the play.
And that really could be what it takes, Jack, for them to start kind of getting the wheels turning here, maybe to capitalize and put a drive together. Obviously, already 7 points ahead. Think of what they could do right here if they can get the offense rolling and go up by 2 scores on Indianapolis.
2nd down and 3. Hand off to Douglas Brown. Douglas Brown not going to go anywhere. Loses a yard.
Yeah. Telly Mack Scarborough coming in on that one, Jack.
Yeah. Making up for the DPI he had a bit earlier in the game.
Indeed. He's been all over the ball since in hot pursuit.
Absolutely. Third and short, they're going to throw it to the outside. That's not going to go anywhere. 4th and 3. Gabriel Manning can do a lot of things, but he can't catch it when the ball's nowhere near his hands.
No, it's a good way to put it. I mean, it just really wasn't even catchable, and And like you said, I kind of surprised there that they didn't try a little bit more of the ground attack in that short yardage situation. And now they're forced to punt once more.
Punt is away. And it's going to be going out of bounds around the 5-yard line. So solid punt. As Indy now has to set up for what's going to be a long drive if they can score.
It's one thing that Indy is good at, though, Jack, is being able to make methodical drives. Excuse me. I mean, they're really good at putting up big-time drives and taking a lot of time off the clock.
A little bit of pre-snap motion. Clock's winding down. Deep drop for Pierce. Going to find the fullback, Joel Harleman. Harleman's going to get right back up to the start of the play. 2nd and 10.
Not much there. Good pursuit by Tulsa on that defensive play. Obviously, you know, the defense has been their best offense so far in this game and continuing to really lock down here and not let them get really any yards after that reception.
Another handoff to Christian Pierce. Christian Pierce gains 5. Going to be 3rd and medium.
And a big-time 3rd down already here with Indianapolis. You start to shake your head. It is so funny. Like we said, they've had the ball the majority of this game. You feel like they should be the ones with the 7-point lead. Instead, they're still down 7 points, just trying to find something here to be able to move this ball.
3rd and 5. Colin Pierce going to throw the outside, and it just is a little bit off. A little bit off pass intent for Ryan Roosevelt.
Looked to me like Roosevelt cut inside when Pierce was looking for him to maybe go on an out route towards the sidelines. Instead, he cut upfield. And I just have a feeling that just some miscommunication there on that one. And maybe they'll get a shot at it again next time.
Punt going to be taken from the 50. Up to the 48-yard line. Going to be 1st and 10 for Tulsa in Indianapolis territory already.
Great job right there. I mean, by the defense, a good defensive stand by Tulsa. And then how do you reward your offense? You let them start right at midfield with only about 50 yards to have to work with.
A little bit less, actually.
Right.
JQ looking around, going to throw to the outside. That's wide open. Gabriel Manning, 2nd and 3.
I like that play call, to be honest with you. I thought that was a pretty good design right there. Just a nice little route out towards the sidelines to ensure some positive yards there on 1st down to make this 2nd down a lot more manageable and kind of opened up your playbook a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Second down and 3. Hand off to Douglas Brown. He's going to pick up maybe a block. Rolls over the defender and is going to gain 2, maybe 3.
Yeah, honestly, he got it off that roll where they didn't get him down. He hurdled those 2 defenders like we said, a triathlon runner or something.
Yeah. Deep drop, going to roll over. That's tipped, nearly intercepted. 4th and 3. JQ kicking himself for that.
So interesting. We came in, at least, you know, during the pregame when you and I were talking, we expected a little bit more of a high-flying, offensive type of game, putting up big points, big numbers. We've yet to see that from either offense today.
Kick is away, going to be fair, caught at the 19. And folks, if you're liking the game so far, smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The SFL produces over 400 events a year. There's no one else that gives you more football. Don't miss a minute of SFL or SFLM action and help the channel grow through your support. Deep drop for Colin Pierce. Colin Pierce finds Jeff Banfield for a gain of 6, 2nd and 4.
Banfield is going to be tired. He's going to be hoping for a halftime break. He has been a workhorse so far in that receiving department for Indianapolis today. Definitely been the go-to guy.
Right. 2nd and 4. Give me a handoff to Christian Pierce, the outside. Christian Pierce, they're going to give him the first down.
Oh.
Bit of an interesting call there.
It is. I think it's probably challenge-worthy. If Tulsa felt inclined to do it, obviously, I don't guess they're going to. They're going to let that one go. I feel like they could have been victorious with that one, though.
Yeah. 1st and 10, going to launch this one deep, and Banfield gets the nice hands catch. Brought to you by Retroid. Put a Retroid handheld in your hands and play the only video game with your player in it. SFL 4K23. What a play.
Oh, nice play. And, we mentioned Banfield a couple of series ago. I mentioned the physicality that he brings. Such a big-time receiver there, and just a big, stocky guy able to go up and make physical grabs like that.
Doing another handoff to Christian Pierce. Pierce, no gain, no loss. They're going to put it as.
Roberto again on the stop. So a couple of people on this defensive line that we've called their names quite a few times. And, of course, talking about Arthur making a name for himself, this defense really rising to the occasion.
Right. 2nd down and 10. Handoff to Christian Pierce again. Going to lose a yard. 3rd and 11.
And that's all Travis Arthur. Once again, coming up from his free safety spot there. I mean, just reading that play like a book, there really wasn't either an opportunity for anybody to even go anywhere. Honestly, it was just a dead-end road.
Right. Third and long, they're going to send a man in motion. Deep drop, he's got the blocks, he's got the hands! And they're going to mark that one short. Jay Viper.
Yeah.
What a nice grab, and they're gonna challenge that. We're gonna take a retroactive look at the play presented by Retroid. Get your SFL console at GoRetroid.com.
I just love the way that they tossed that challenge flag down there. That Indianapolis sidelines getting a little bit fed up with some of the issues with the spots today. They want to get this one right.
Oh, yeah, I think he got it from that angle. Let's see it again. Yep, yeah. That's 100% he got that first down.
I'm with you on that one, Jack. I would be surprised if that doesn't get overturned.
And they're going to say that the play stands. Wow. The spots were going all Indy's way for a while there. Then they rip one out from under them like a rug pull.
Goodness gracious. Yeah, that was kind of surprising, and I really think they should go for this here. I feel like they may just try to draw them off sides. I could be wrong, but, I think they should.
They're going to run the play. They're going to hand off to Christian Pierce. Pierce got the first down and a few yards on top of it to the 40. And Indy keeps their drive alive.
Very gutsy, but I thought that was a great call. Set the tempo. Give yourself and this offense some motivation here. Really get behind what this team's doing. Kind of get a little bit angry about the situation and make some plays. I like it.
And out to Christian Pierce, the outside. Pierce picks up a block. Pierce sheds a tackler, not going to shed two. 2nd and 1 as we're nearing the 2-minute warning. Probably going to get only one more play off before that happens.
Looks that way, but I really do. I love the play call. I like the gutsiness to go for it on 4th down. And then on top of that, you see Pierce come right back with another good run. He's destined to break one of these things.
2nd down and 1. Hand off to Christian Pierce. Pierce picks up the first down. They're running right through it.
Easily their best looking drive, probably, or second best, I should say. And this time, hoping to get some points out of it.
2 minutes to go. The Ramblers knocking on the door, tying this game up. Don't go anywhere, folks. We got a barn burner. You're watching the SFL on YouTube. Hand off to Christian Pierce once more, and Christian Pierce getting work.
You can tell with the pace right now that Indianapolis is setting there. They're happy to try to take this final 2 minutes and use it fully to their advantage, not wanting to leave much time on the clock at all for Tulsa. They're just kind of playing their own game right now.
Yeah. Handoff once again to Christian Pierce. Pierce tries to do a little bit of a power maneuver. No gain, no loss. 3rd and 6.
3rd and 6, and you expect that they're going to look for either Banfield or Roosevelt. You feel like, at least that's probably at the top of the list here, pretty much knowing you have to go pass on this situation.
Right. Tight end sent to the motion out wide. Colin Pierce looking around, going to throw it onto the flat. That's a first down. Oh, he nearly missed it. Nice little spin move from Ryan Roosevelt. And Indianapolis calls their second time out of the half. Remember, they already had one burned from the incorrect challenge.
That's right. That's a good point to bring up, Jack. And I have to say, that was a great play call. We said they probably would look their way. And you can guarantee Tulsa knew they were probably going to be looking for Roosevelt. But sometimes, even though you know it's coming, it's hard to stop it.
1st and goal. First time Indy's been here in a while. Points were put up that last time. Unfortunately, it's for the wrong team. Pierce looking around, throws the end zone, tipped incomplete, 2nd and goal. Tried to find Roosevelt again, but it wasn't going to work.
That's Cameron Shaw, just about made a great play right there in the end zone. And all you Indianapolis fans out there, I know you probably was sitting there with bated breath hoping that that one fell to the ground.
Second and goal, shotgun look for Colin Pierce and company. Pierce chucks it short. Oh, he had a man wide open. Not going to go, though. 3rd and goal for the Ramblers.
Yeah, totally missed that. Threw into double coverage there, and what was a dangerous pass. Their red zone management just has not been very good today, and you can tell it could be a difference in this game, let's be honest.
Third and goal. Pierce finds a man in the end zone. Touchdown. 6 points. Roosevelt with a huge grab. Put 6 on the board.
I think, Jack, if I say something negative, they'll come back and do something positive. So I guess they could use that as motivation there. But I got to say, that was a great job, all kidding aside, a nice job coming back on what looked like it was going to be a bleak situation there. And take a look at that pass. What a nice job by Colin Pierce right there. Just really putting that one to where only Roosevelt could get it. So a great job of responding there. And really a nice job of being on 3rd and long, not letting it get them down. And we have ourselves a ball game, my friend.
Yeah. Kick is up. Kick is good. And Indianapolis tied this game up from what just seemed like a game where they could not get out of first gear.
And how about that? A 15-play drive.
They just drove the ball downfield with steady consistency. Got into the end zone. That's all you need. So now Tulsa has 42 seconds. They do get the ball to start the second half. Let's see what they can come up with.
Yeah, they're going to have a little bit of time to work with here. How much do you want to attack things? You want to try to take a couple shots, or are you content to just head into the half with a tie ball game? I have to say, I think with the offense that this team has, they need to look and see if they've got some open lanes downfield, at least to try to get into field goal range.
Yeah, just kind of try to play some chuck it down the field football. They're going to hand off to Douglas Brown to start it off. They're going to just look to run down the clock, I guess. Maybe one or two more plays before we go to the half.
Kind of looking that way, that they don't want to do anything that would force a turnover or something like that could go in the wrong direction for them.
Well, not this time for Jake Hughes. He's going to throw it down to the side to Gabriel Manning. Manning picks up the first down.
Are they going to go a hurry up here, or are they just going to be content to try to let this thing ride out? I'm kind of interested to see. Great job right there by Manning, of course, again, getting open. That was only the third completion by JQ. I tell you what, this Indianapolis defense has really, really had them locked down.
Yeah. Jake Hughes launches one down the field to end the half. That one's going to be a nice catch for Manning. Gets a little bit more momentum as it's going to be the mid-game break after this. 7-7. Great first half of football.
Yeah, Tulsa opting to not use the timeouts there. I just feel like they were going to take what the defense gave them, and that's really all they wanted to do before they headed into the half.
7 points each after a Tulsa fumble return for 6. And then Indy responds right back. Took them a bit of a while, but, they got it right back to 7 all. Well, look at the stats so far here, Cameron.
Yeah, let's take a look at this. As we take a look, you see JQ there being really well contained. We talked about this high-flying offense, and even on the ground, not a whole lot going on. Manning has been their big-time guy so far. But let's talk about Indianapolis coming back at the end of that second quarter to make a very, very pivotal offensive play. Going into the end zone right there, as you can see, finding Roosevelt, the go-to man, and Pierce right now 11-16. Honestly, Indianapolis offense looking great and looks like they should be in the driver's seat, but instead, Tulsa held the lead, for the most part of this first half. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens this second half. Both teams going to have to make some adjustments, try to get a little bit of life in their offense.
Travis Arthur wins the player of the half, as these two teams are squared up. Scores might as well be 0-0 the way they've been playing. Kick is away, and the second half is a go. Taking it out of the end zone, up past the 10, 15, 20, the 25, 29-yard line.
It's a good thing for Tulsa that they're going to be able to get the ball back to start the second half. They have barely had it, and really, it would be beneficial for them to get some momentum. They started to get a little bit of momentum going into halftime there with what was looking to be a nice offensive drive. Hopefully they can maintain that, and carry that over into this third quarter.
They're going to need it, as this game is nowhere near over. Hand off the outside by Douglas Brown to get the festivities going. Nice gain of 5 on the play.
I think it's definitely a very crucial drive for Tulsa to come out and set the tone. We saw what Indianapolis did on the their opening drive there of the first half. Of course, Tulsa ended up capitalizing off that, but Indy took the field right down all the way to the goal line, just about put it in.
And off the outside for Douglas Brown, 3rd down and inches.
Finally trying to get Brown going on this. It looks as if they're trying to maybe utilize that ground game. Like we said, sometimes it does get a bit sluggish. I have to admit, I like that they continue to try to keep going to it, try to keep pounding it. It could only help the passing game if they can get it going.
And off Douglas Brown once again. That's going to be a 1st down and a little bit more up to the 45.
Done a nice job by that offensive line right there as well, doing a good job of just getting the push. Take a look at that right there. And then he cuts back inside, sees the hole, and bursts right through it for a really nice gain, and able to keep this drive sustained here.
Hand off the outside here for Douglas Brown. Brown nearly sheds a tackler. Only gains 4 on the play.
Kenneth Gaston Jr. was the rookie there that came up to make that tackle. Just about got stiff-armed out of it, but he stayed with it and was able to bring Brown down.
Bounces this one out the outside. 3rd down and 6.
And this right here, Noah Davis on the stop. This is where Indianapolis really begins to tighten up. Gets really hard to convert on these guys once you cross that midfield stripe, and you can see it there starting to stiffen up again.
Q looking around, going to throw this one deep to Gabriel Manning. 1st and 10. Up to the 35, and Tulsa's moving with efficiency.
Well, who else, right? Take a look at that. Look at that great play by Manning. Just a really good job of getting open and a nice job of JQ there, putting together probably one of his best drives of the game, I would say, looking finally comfortable in that pocket.
Quick drop from JQ, going to throw this one to the outside. That's off the hands of Gabriel Manning. They've been loving him a lot this drive.
Yeah, that is the case. Obviously, looking for him, they know that Indianapolis, if they've had a challenge at stopping anybody thus far in this game, it's been Manning. He's been the one who's been able to consistently get open for this Tulsa offense.
Throw to the outside. That's going to be tipped once again, incomplete. JQ starting to kind of sputter out at this point of the drive.
Yeah, absolutely. There, like we said, once they get past that midfield line, things starts to slow down a little bit. But it really does seem to me like the coverage just tightens up on Indianapolis. And JQ, as I said, starting to look comfortable. When they get to this point, starts to get a little bit rattled. That defensive pressure really starting to grow.
Moving around the pocket. JQ going to slide it himself, and 4th and 3. This is right on the edge of field goal range, one would think.
Yeah, it is. I think that, take the points, and it looks like that's what they're going to do with this 45-yard attempt here. Try to take this lead. The way these offenses are moving, this could be really big.
Kick is up. Kick is good. Tulsa takes the lead back.
Done a nice job. A 10-play drive right there, and just a methodical play decisions, coming up on some big-time conversions when they needed it to keep that drive alive, extend it, get themselves into field goal range. And for the Tulsa back on top here, obviously that was their best offensive series thus far.
Kick is away. Taken it out of the end zone by Indianapolis, up past the 10, 15, 20, 25 to the 30. Oh, Jay Viper sent a tackler. Jay Viper down the sidelines. He's evaded the last man to beat. 30, 20, 10. Indianapolis takes the lead right back.
Wow. My goodness. And we were just talking about that. We said it pretty much early on in this game. We could tell that Viper was going to be a force to be reckoned with today on these kick returns. And that right there, perfect example. Again, great blocking, but a nice job of finding the hole. He kicked it to the outside, and then after that, it's just off to the races. This guy is fast. Fast like a Viper. Speedy. And just a really good job right there, adding a boost, a much-needed boost for this Indianapolis team. And now they're back in the lead. We're beginning to seesaw a little bit. What a game we've got here.
Nice little shot in the arm. Kick is up. Kick is good. And Indianapolis now taking the lead right back after Tulsa drove it right down.
That's right. We just talked about Tulsa having to feel good about, getting out in the lead. And maybe that, with the way offenses was moving the ball, could be big. Maybe they take the lead and it's hard for them to respond. But no, all it took was a kick return.
Right. Gabriel Manning tries that. And let's send it right back to Fort Worth. Let's see how Minnesota's doing against the Toros.
Thank you, Jack. Not well, but watch this play. Johnny Reno hit as he threw a wobbler's caught by Jason France. How about that for a first down? It's been a struggle, though, for the legend today. Colin Hart has really had a tough going. 37 yards on 15 carries. 31-3 Fort Worth. Back to you in Indy.
Well, that's good news to hear from Indianapolis' side of things, as they're now in the lead, and should results hold, take the lead of the Central. JQ going to throw it over the middle, tipped, nearly intercepted. And folks, week 11 of the season 21 continues tonight with a key divisional game between Houston and Alamo City. Tomorrow, Mexico City and Los Angeles try to stay hot, and Florida tries to snap a rare late-season losing streak. For the full weekend schedule, visit our website at simulationfl.net. JQ looking around, going to dump it off on the flat. And that's going to be the first tackler gone. 1st and 10 for DJ Bandit, the tight end. Look at him go.
Yeah, nice job for Bandit right there. Haven't really got to call his name much thus far, but also JQ needs passes like that to get himself, like we said, comfortable, continue to spread the ball around to his receivers there, and a nice little extra effort by Bandit to get the yardage that was needed to convert.
First and 10, going to be a pitch play out to Douglas Brown. Douglas Brown going to shed one tackler. Can't shed two, though. Gains a single yard.
Russell coming up there on the stop. And it's just really Indianapolis doing such a good job with their run defense today. Again, we know that Tulsa sometimes struggles. And Indianapolis has really been able to capitalize on that, really storming the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 9. JQ finds Manning over the middle, gains 4, going to be 3rd and 5.
And I feel like this is an important drive right here for Tulsa. Obviously, you don't want to turn the ball right back over. I know you just went down the field and put 3 in, but really we need to see them get it to the end zone for 6, and no better time than now.
JQ dumps it off. It's going to be incomplete, 4th and 5. Nice play on the ball there by the Indy defense. They're going to get off the field with the lead for, I think, the first time today.
I believe so, yeah, rising up to the occasion. And I know that, as we said, they're playing the same time as Minnesota, but as we've mentioned, this is in the back of their minds, and Minnesota having a tough day. I think Indianapolis Smells a little blood in the water.
That they do. Fair call at the 28.
So I'm really interested to see here how Indianapolis decides to come out and respond. I expect a healthy dose of Colin Pierce and Christian Pierce once more. Maybe even get Randy Pierce involved. The Pierce family really having a good job all the way around today.
Yeah. And, not only are they all family, they all live, like, pretty much right by each other. Colin once showed me, they all live pretty much right up the street. As Colin himself is going to launch one deep. Oh, goodness.
Oh.
What a high point to Rob Hunt. Welcome to the game, my friend.
Yeah, hello, Rob Hunt.
Gave me voice crack.
I love it. Watch him climb that ladder. And he knew he was going to take a shot. I mean, he really knew Nate Heslop was going to lay one on him. But a great job, great focus of bringing that one in. And just really good communication between quarterback and wide receiver. A lot of trust went into making that reception.
Right. 1st and 10 once more. Pierce launches one deep, wide open. Jeff Banfield. Another first down.
Oh, man, they're close to breaking this thing wide open if Tulsa can't crack down right here. You just feel the momentum beginning to shift. You had the kick return by Viper, then you come away with the big defensive stop, and now this offense beginning to hum like a well-oiled machine. 2 big passes from Hunt, to Hunt, and now to Banfield, your big-time man for the day. This Tulsa defense is going to have to get a little bit more aggressive right here.
Yeah, they found the right setup, and now they're flying into the 233, 234 speeds, which, in Indy, even 234 is a quick speed. Sling one to the outside, okay. Wide open, touchdown! Banfield, easy as they come. And for the first time today, we got a multi-possession lead.
And it happened very quickly. Boy, take a look at this. Banfield absolutely burned the coverage, and then, all that was left was J-Rock. Obviously, some confusion there, and a great job of taking advantage of that by Indianapolis. We knew Banfield was having a day. Well, he finally made it into the end zone. Over 100 yards today receiving for the big guy.
Right. Kick is up, and kick is good. And just as it's getting hot, it felt a bit like bump day here in Indy. The pressure was on the Ramblers, and they logged in the perfect 4 laps, perfect 4 downs. And hopefully more of my obscure Indy 500 references will please Chad and Adam, as that's going to be taken up to the 29-yard line. Now available, free to download. You can play the SFL video game on the go with the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus, an emulator for 4K23 in the palm of your hand. Order your Retroid today at GoRetroid.com. Search SFL and download our mod at simulationfl.net/4K23. Retroid, the official console of the SFL. Powerful little machine that is. Only $150, Plays 4K23 no problem.
Hey, what more do you need?
Yeah. Hey, that's impressive. PS2 emulation ain't easy. JQ thrown over the middle. That's going to be a gain of 4 to DJ Bandit.
You talk about the Indy 500 references. I wish I could figure out a way to fit, pole position on there or something like that. But I've not been able to yet today, my friend. I'm going to work on it. I'll get it to fit in before this game's over.
JQ throwing. JQ and Gabriel Mann are only going to gain about 3 yards. Davis on the tackle.
I think it really comes down to the fact that Indianapolis has swarmed the football, great coverage downfield. They're only allowing Tulsa to have these small little dink and dunks, and you can't do much with 2 and 3 yard completions. That's all there is to it, really.
3rd and 5, Tulsa needs a big play. JQ dropping back, unloads it. That's going to be a nice first down to nearly the 50 for Gabriel Manning, the money man. Give him his money.
He certainly earned it today.
Yeah. Considering how much he gets paid every offseason. Gosh, that man's been in the top 10 most paid players in the league since, I think, as long as I've been around, if I'm going to be honest. And I've been around here a while.
He's been working at it. I mean, I'm telling you, he hasn't had an easy day today. And here he goes in motion right now.
Yeah. JQ looking around, going to find DJ Bandit wide open for another first down. Tulsa now getting the chunk plays that they've been so desperately needing.
Yeah, it was getting concerning there for a couple of plays, a couple series really. There just was nothing happening, and now all of a sudden, changing a little bit, sending guys in motion, it's helped just enough, really getting them a little bit of cushion there to make some offensive plays. And now you're just going to have to try to keep pace with Indianapolis, who really is putting up pole position speeds right now.
Getting up into the low to mid 234s on average lap speed. Handoff to Douglas Brown. Gains a single yard as Matt Ryan comes in with the tackle. Former number 1 overall pick.
It's been such an interesting game. It really feels like,
Mike
to use
Ryan,
another. That's all right. Just to just mention it, it's been like a roller coaster, honestly. We've seen so many ups and downs and momentum swings in this game. It's been really entertaining.
JQ moving around in the pocket, gonna launch one deep. Oh! Massive hit on Gabriel Manning by Mike Ryan. Shuts that right down.
Yeah, we've called that name, Mike Ryan, a couple of times so far in this game, and that's the reason right there, doing a good job of locking down on Manning and really delivered a shot.
JQ looking around. JQ's got a lot of time on 3rd and long, and that's nearly intercepted. That should have been picked off, I'm going to be honest. Ernest McCray Sr. with a bat down.
Yeah, I really thought that was about to be intercepted. Like you said, a good job of McCray there coming up, swatting that one away. I pretty much had that pegged as a turnover, so good thing that they were able to at least keep that out of the hands of the defenders there for Indianapolis.
Punt is away. And it's going to roll into the end zone for a touchback.
All right, well then. Now, Indianapolis starting to feel good about themselves. Obviously had a heck of a drive. And you think about that, the drives that they've had in this game thus far, 10-play drives and what have you. That last one was just 3 plays. So will we see them kick it into that high gear once more?
I don't know. Hand off to Christian Pierce. Christian Pierce hit in the middle of the play. Gains 8.
Pierce has done such a good job today and really been so reliable for this team and really all season. But I tell you what, he has done a nice job today of opening up those lanes. And look at how easy he's made 2nd downs and 3rd down for this team. They haven't really been in many long situations.
No, they have not. 2nd and short. Sent Harleman out wide. Hand off in the middle to Christian Pierce, who's not going to get anything. Actually, they're going to mark him down as gaining 1, so good job for him, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. A good job there. And now it's 3rd and short. And if you're Tulsa, this really would be the biggest stop of the day if you can make this here. If you could just kind of get them off the field pretty quickly and get the ball back in your hands, the more time, the better, because time's running out in this game.
3rd down and 1. Hand off, and it's going to be a first down. Barely picked it up, but alas, he got it.
Yeah, got just enough right there, didn't he? I mean, that was just over the pylon. No challenge to be thrown on that one. They get the mark right as we head to the fourth.
4s, 12s, 86s, 68s in the chat, folks. We got 10 more minutes of football. Indianapolis looking to secure the win. And the way things are going, the Central Division lead.
Of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
Always good to remember the legal fine print of this league. First and 10. Hand off to Christian Pierce. Pierce only going to gain about 6 yards. And folks, APM Music is unrivaled music to bring your stories to life, inspiring every production with the world's most robust and constantly refreshed music collection, state-of-the-art technology, and world-class customer service. APM Music is the official soundtrack of the Simulation Football League. To explore their library and to find the perfect track for your projects, visit apmmusic.com. Hand off once again to Christian Pierce. Christian Pierce is going to get the first down easily.
Yeah, easily. And really had to be wrangled down by Marco Swift right there. I mean, he really just had to pounce on him or else he was going to get away. Take a look at that tackle. But, really something to think about here. The way that Indianapolis can really control a drive with time of possession, they can really take a big chunk of time out here and really hurt Tulsa's chances at even coming back.
Pierce going to throw. It's going to be batted incomplete. 2nd and 10, intended for Ryan Roosevelt.
If you're Tulsa, you're down by 11, and you need a defensive stop here. Really, really needing to really batten down the hatches, I guess you would say, and get this team off the field if you want to have an opportunity to claw your way back in here.
2nd and 10. Deep drop for Colin Pierce. Pierce, oh my goodness, that should have been picked off. But alas, it wasn't. Travis Arthur had it in his hands, but dropped it.
He did. He had it there, and that's one that he definitely would like to have back. Of course, he had that big-time fumble recovery earlier in the day for that touchdown that really sparked this Tulsa offense. But now, since then, they've kind of gotten a little quiet.
Yeah. Colin Pierce rolling around, throws the outside, one-handed grab. Oh, they're going to say it's incomplete. You need 2 feet in bounds in the SFL nowadays.
Yeah.
And he only got 1.
Yeah, I only got 1. That one floated a little bit, or at least to me it felt like it floated a little bit on Colin Pierce there. Just a little bit too hot on that pass.
Yeah. Give me another fair catch to the 28-yard line.
So now Tulsa coming back out, as we said, down by 11, but really a good opportunity right here if they can get into the end zone. We have seen the defense score. We saw a special team score there. We've not yet seen the offense be able to make it into the end zone for 6. No time like the present.
Douglas Brown takes the first handoff, going to lose a yard. Still, do you think Tulsa's going a little bit too conservative on with the play calling right now, considering they're down 2 scores?
Yeah. I do. You actually took the words right out of my mouth. I was getting ready to say a little too lackadaisical. I mean, I need to see some urgency here, and I'm just not seeing it.
Tipped up, incomplete, 3rd and 11. They need a big downfield play.
Yeah, they do. And it almost feels, you tell me if I'm wrong or you don't feel that way, Jack, but to me it feels like they almost feel defeated in just their mannerisms and really the way that they've been playing these last couple of drives. They need to get a spark about them here.
Yeah, it's something that I even noticed last week when they kind of had the game in hand against Las Vegas. They didn't have that next gear.
That's right. That's what we're seeing here.
Dropping about as far back as I do when I play Madden. He's going to take as big of a sack as I do when I play Madden. And that's going to be a sack by Butch Menor, brother of Corey Menor down in Charleston.
Yeah, Butch, you're doing a nice job. 6'3", 300 pounds, and the guy making his name, a household name around here in Indianapolis with his first season with this team. Boy, great pursuit right there. You know, I know there wasn't anything downfield. JQ trying to stick with it there, make something happen, but you can't afford to take a sack right there.
No, you cannot. Punt is away. Fielded at the 40 up to the 45. 1st and 10, Indianapolis now having somewhat of an opportunity to put this game away.
They could put it to bed right here. I mean, if they can go down and tack on some point. You know, time is of the essence, and it seems like to me this fourth quarter absolutely flies when you get to this point in the game. You know, and like we said, with Indianapolis having that ability to maybe do some long, sustained drives right here, could easily put a nail in the coffin if they can play their cards right.
Right. Going to hand it off to Christian Pierce, the outside. He gets a nice 6-yard run.
That brings up 2nd and 4 here, and you know you got to wonder, do they want to try to go back to the ground game? To me, it looks like they got one. Well, no, they're going to do split backs there, so still very much an option here if they want it.
2nd and 4. Hand off to Christian Pierce once again. He's only going to gain a yard, though. 3rd and 3.
It's really interesting to me, you know, how consistent or how conservative do you really want to be at this point in the game? I feel like you need to keep your foot on the gas. You know, don't change what's worked for you thus far. You don't want to get too conservative. Like we said, they're still leaving time on the clock. Tulsa could get a spark here, make it a close game. So I would just try to put the nail in the coffin.
3rd down and 3. Going to hand it off to Christian Pierce again. Not going to get the first down. 4th and 2. And they surely are just going to punt this one away.
Yeah, to me, they felt like they were pretty content with just not wanting to turn the football over. You know what I mean? Just try to get the first down, but if not, you know, don't do anything too drastic there and settle for a punt to pin them back in their own side of the field there.
Kick is away. It's going to be fair, caught at the 23.
So here we go. Now Tulsa, you know, getting a chance to get this ball back. We've seesawed the past couple of series here, just exchanging punts and whatnot. Tulsa, though, now it seems like they have another opportunity to draw within, you know, a much closer deficit here if they can get some points on the board.
Hand off Douglas Brown. He's going to pick up a block. Not enough, though. Only gains 2 on the play.
With a high-flying offense like they have, I feel like it's important for them to go to the air. I think, you know, you put up 81 combined points the 2 games coming into this. You know, let's see that high-flying offense through the air.
Throw to the outside this time. Going to gain another chunk of yards. 3rd and 2.
DJ Bandit, 6'2", 245 in his second season, coming up with another reception today. Now 3rd and 2, a quick third and a 3rd down already here.
Third down and short. Douglas Brown's going to pick up the first down. Sheds a tackler. He's going to gain a nice bit of yardage. 1st and 10.
Now right here is where I feel like they should go more no huddle, or quick huddle at least. Try to keep the tempo up. You're going to get the best results if you can keep that Indianapolis defense kind of on their toes a little bit, not able to get in place. But we've not yet to see that out of Tulsa today.
And off once again, Douglas Brown. He's going to plow right through game 7.
And really, it's a credit to the Indianapolis defense that they have really taken away the deep ball, the offensive play opportunities here for Tulsa, that they've been really relegated to just being able to run the football, nothing downfield.
And off once again, Douglas Brown. He's going to pick up a first down. Plows over to the 45 roughly.
Yeah, it's kind of a win-lose situation. Yeah, you pick up the first down, but again, that's more time coming off the clock here. And as you can see, this fourth quarter really starting to wind down very quickly.
Throw over the middle. That's another first down. They're moving the ball with conviction. Now within the 40.
DJ Bandit, best play of this drive so far. Take a look at this. Look at this nice cut. Well, that's pretty. Got enough separation between himself right there and the cornerback, the strong safety, Jack Russell. A nice play right there.
Ball on the 34. They're going to hand off Douglas Brown at the middle. Brown gains 2 yards as they're milking the clock. Less than 4 minutes to go in the ball game.
They are. I think a lot of it is also a testament, as we said, to the Indianapolis defense, to what they're really allowing them to do. They have been able to find short yardage, 10, 12-yard passes, just nothing deep right now. And take a look at the pressure that Indianapolis is starting to get.
Another third down for Tulsa. They're going to the hurry up. Oh, this is kind of an interesting formation to hurry up in. JQ finds his man to the outside. That is DJ Bandit. And now they're in the red zone for the first time. What feels like forever. I think it might be the first time today, actually.
Could very well be.
JQ throws the outside. That's going to be a gain of 2. They're still in this formation. Second and 8. Throws incomplete. Finally, they get some time to readjust.
Yeah, their read right there for that no huddle was interesting. Obviously, very heavy on that package, and it was working for them until Indianapolis was able to make a nice stout stop there. And now, though, it's got them in 3rd and long right here. Definitely 4-down territory, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're going to need it. JQ looking around, going to sling his guns. Caught! Down to the 4! And they're right back into the hurry up. I mean, this is a solid formation. It's trips. One of my favorite formations in this game. And he's going to go right back down for a sack. Back to the 10. What? They're still hurrying it up. They're still keeping it up tempo. Slings into the end zone. Incomplete. 3rd and goal.
Let me just give a call to Mac Dre. He's the one who come in, the big man there, come in and made that stop. And now take a look at this defensive effort by Manning. Another Manning, right?
Right.
Yeah, we've talked about Gabriel Manning all day. Well, how about Melodious Manning right there coming up with, obviously, the rookie, his biggest stop of the day. A big time third down here.
3rd and goal. Throw to the end zone, flag on the play! That should reset the downs and bring Tulsa even closer.
Oh, my goodness. Well, all of a sudden, the heart rates in this room here or on this field just kind of got a little bit higher.
Yeah.
That's an interesting call right there, but But what that does is it sets up 1st and goal. Still, all of a sudden, we were worried about the urgency. They finally kicked it into high gear there, going no huddle in a really unique series of play calls. But now they've got all kinds of time to work out of this formation. Wow.
1 yard to go. 2:31 left on the clock. They have all 3 timeouts. JQ gonna throw it. Lobs into the end zone. Incomplete. 2nd and goal.
Of course, we talk about, it's easy to look down the road and say, if they get in the end zone and if they score. But, let's remember Tulsa just really completed they're on their first trip to the red zone as we speak. They need to get in the end zone. We've not seen them do it yet.
Not offensively. JQ throws to the end zone. Intercepted! Indianapolis picks it off. Now we've seen a few decent plays, and this should be over.
Adam Wiseman. Take a look at that. That right there was textbook. Watch him scan the field, got his eyes on the quarterback, literally like a chameleon, just kind of slides into the periphery there, and it's too late by the time the ball leaves Q's hand. That was a pick for sure. We saw that one coming, and wow, what a way to end the drive. They're still not able to get into the end zone for that offense.
And off the outside, Christian Pierce, he's got a block. Christian Pierce running down the side of the field. Tulsa able to get him out of the end zone, out of the boundaries though.
Another shift in this game. This right here, I'm telling you, you need to check your blood pressure. I'm telling you, there's been every emotion, every high. I'm telling you, there's been so many shifts and swings in this game, momentum shifts and emotional things, for both of these teams and these fans. It's been a high, intense game, highly intense, especially knowing that the top of the division is on the line right here.
.218 to go. Hand off to Christian Pierce. Christian Pierce gets dragged down after a gain of 5. That should take us to the 2-minute warning.
Yes, it will. Yeah. 2 minutes away from Indianapolis potentially being at the top of this division.
Two minutes to go. Can Tulsa hold on? Or will Indianapolis finish them off? Hand off to Christian Pierce. Pierce picks up the 1st down. And Tulsa calls their first timeout of the half.
Inside of 2 minutes to go, it's certainly looking like here that Indianapolis is going to be able to improve to 4-6, and we got a final on that score, I believe, of the Fort Worth and Minnesota game there, with Fort Worth winning. So there you go. Indianapolis just a couple of minutes away here from potentially going to the top of this division.
Hand off once again to Christian Pierce. Pierce with a stiff arm. Pierce continuing to run into the outside. They're going to get out of bounds. 1 minute 50 left.
Tulsa doing everything they can to just hope to get the ball back, but right now they're just, Indianapolis is handing that ball to Christian Pierce and just letting him in the driver's seat right now.
Hand off to Pierce once more. Pierce rolls over, gains 4, and Tulsa's going to take their second timeout.
What a nice job by Indianapolis. Just a very, very methodical game today. Like I said, great job mix of pass and run. And we said if they could do that, and they could just do it effectively, that they were going to really give Tulsa their hands full. And I think it shows.
Christian Pierce takes the ball once again, and that should do it. Tulsa's going to call their final timeout, but oh, wait, no, they're not. Marco Swift is injured. That's going to stop the clock. You know, you never like to see this happen. Just not good.
No, and we've called Marco's name a couple of times in this game for some really nice plays. And the good thing is, though, able to walk off under his own power, so he may just get an early trip to the locker rooms and be able to come back out strong next week.
First and 10, Bulls on the 25 of the other end of the field, by the way. Christian Pierce is going to take it. Stiff arms a man. Tulsa calls their final timeout. And now, 1 first down away, and it should be all over and done.
Yeah, that should just about do it, and you'll see a very happy Indianapolis sideline. Got down early in this season. You know, had a really tough time there putting some wins together. But, man, they have come back quite nicely.
And that's going to be the first kneel down as Indianapolis, after a slow start, comes out, scores 2 touchdowns in the second half. And it's what they needed after being down 7-0 for the majority of the first half. Yeah. They play well, they get themselves, and they earn themselves top spot in the Central.
Yeah, exactly. And, you know, that kind of interesting. That was very indicative of their season so far. Started out very lukewarm, but have since came on. Same thing in this game. They got better as it went on.
Right. They needed that little bit extra time. But with their backs against the wall, they are going to pull out this one. They're probably going to kick a field goal here just to make it 24-10. Make it an even 2-possession win.
Yeah, just go ahead and kind of cement things there. And, you know, taking a look, kind of interesting, this is just the 4th time that these two teams have met. Tulsa did lead the series coming in 2-1, but now Indianapolis taking the last 2 meetings. Going to even up that little rivalry there.
Right. Kick is up. And it's good. 24-10. Tulsa will get a little bit of time left with the football. Not sure what they'll do with it. Surely they'll try and desperately, if nothing else, make this game look a little bit closer.
Yeah, absolutely. Kind of make the score a little bit closer than what it was. And really, the score itself isn't really indicative of how close the game it was for the majority of the game. Indianapolis has just done a really nice job of pulling away the second half.
Bound's going to be taken up to the 29-yard line. 15 seconds to go. Let's see if Tulsa can at least add a little fireworks show to the end of the game.
Yeah, you can about expect them, I would think anyway, to at least go deep a couple of times, at least one time, I would think, like just to see what they have downfield anyway.
First and 10, ball's on the 24. Tulsa going to launch the outside. That's going to be caught out of bounds for Gabriel Manning. Or no, not Gabriel Manning.
That was DJ Hume there.
Yeah, Hume, thanks.
You're welcome. So we're coming down, to the final stretch there of this regular season. And like we said, a great job by Indianapolis of just coming out and getting the big win. Now can they keep it? Can they stay ahead? We've got some tough opponents coming up. It's going to be interesting to see what they can do from the driver's seat.
I mean, their next game is at Las Vegas, and, considering they just beat the team that beat them 37-10, I think they're feeling pretty dang confident about themselves in that game. Meanwhile, this throw is going to be to the outside, gain of 7. This one should wrap it all up. One final play in the books. No, 24-10 the final. Indianapolis takes the top spot on the central podium, snagging it away from their rivals in the Northwoods, the Minnesota Legend. And Cameron, this is a fun game.
Oh, it was. It was a really fun game. Obviously, taking a look at the stats, a complete game played by Indianapolis, 362 total yards. Take a look at the time of possessions, obviously the first down. Indianapolis just dominated. You know, it seemed like Tulsa's defense was going to keep them in things early on, and that certainly did, but finally that Indianapolis offense just started humming, and you can see there by the time it was over, they led on time of possession. You know, you've got Pierce with a good day. Both the Pierce brothers doing what they needed to do. You've had Roosevelt and Banfield and Viper. You know, Viper coming up with the big-time kick return. A really good, complete game, offense, defense, and special teams, Jack. And when you can play like that, I tell you what, you can just about go toe-to-toe with anybody. Really impressive. I think the league was watching today. Indianapolis coming on strong. And I'd have to give my player of the game, you know, I'm going to give it to Christian Pierce. I just am. He really carried the workload for him. I considered Viper, but Christian Pierce really did a nice job today.
Absolutely. From all of us here at the SFL, I've been Jack Brown alongside Cameron Duty. Special thanks to Damon Simeon and Stephen Hacker in the Stats Truck, and Cameron Irvine for executive producer. We say so long and have a great rest of your weekend.